2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It all comes down to this. Our final round coverage of the RBC Canadian Open is about to begin. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy out on the course. And Rich, before we get into all the action for this Canadian Open, just a few words on the wonderful St George's Country Club.
Boy, this is one of those places you love to come to. It's just one of those old school golf courses, you know, over 100 years old, designed by the famous Stanley Thompson, right downtown city of Toronto. But it's got such this old world feel about it. You know, it wouldn't be so different than like a Winged Foot type golf course with that kind of setting. It's just old school, and when you come there, you know it. There's not a lot of modern things about it, you know, and that's not saying anything bad about it. It's so old school that you know you're going to find penalizing rough. You know you're going to find small rock hard greens. You know that they're going to put a premium on pars. It's just one of those golf courses you can't wait to get to because you don't see them built like this anymore. It's such a treat to be at.
So close. And this putt coming up for his par. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Steady as she goes. Nice start.
He's currently tied for 8th. Rich, the second hole here at St George's Golf and Country Club, a long, strong par 4.
It is just around the 475-yard mark. This fairway does slope significantly left to right, so the drives can easily find that fairway bunker down the right-hand side.
And tee shot looks pretty good. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. 13 feet to the cup. That's a well-played hole, but in the end, just tap it in for a par. And finishing this hole with a little tap in. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. The first of our par 3s at St George's Golf and Country Club. Beautiful looking par 3.
Yes, a narrow green, but very deep, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. This is a heck of a par 3.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's staring down 23 feet here. Starts off looking good.
All right, getting better.
Oh, painfully close. And he's moving up the leaderboard after that hole. The first of the par 5s is the 4th hole, Rich.
Yes, this hole used to be a par 4, but was extended back in 1968 for the Canadian Open. It's a nice opportunity here to get a stroke back after the opening 3 holes, but watch out. This fairway gets tough to find with the slope that moves it from right to left. Landing area gets very narrow.
Oh, it just barely snuck into the first cut.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Well, this one's looking really good from the rough. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. Lining up the birdie putt here. This is what remains for a share of 6th place in the standings. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 5th hole at St George's is a par 4, Rich.
It is. It plays downhill into a valley that kind of moves away from the tee box, so you should see players hit it down there with some distance, leaving a short second shot.
He's setting up for his 2nd shot. 5 shots off the pace. Well, that'll work there. 11 feet to the cup. Oh, I like this. A great look for birdie to get the ball rolling. And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm down here. I've done the read, and this is a left-to-righter.
And that's for birdie. Well holed. And that'll move him to 2 under par. He's in a tie for 5th at the moment.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. And now this to move into a tie for 3rd place. Oh, nice looking putt. Oh, what a putt.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Time for the 2nd shot here at the 7th. Going with the pitching wedge here. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
And this one is for his par. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You gotta love a downhill left-to-righter.
It's got a chance. Nicely holed. And for par. Currently 2 under for the event. Reached the 8th hole, par 3 here at St George's. What a great looking hole it is.
Wow, this is a really cool little par 3. The green is not very wide, but it funnels in from both sides. However, you just can't afford to miss it short left in that bunker. That is a huge no-no. That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Ooh. That's just about 3 feet away.
For bogey.
And as we move to the next hole, our leader is ahead by a couple of shots. The 9th is a par 5. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? This shot here near the 200-yard marker. 4 shots behind our leader. Going with the 5-iron here. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Lining this putt up from a fair distance. And he's down there. You got a read?
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole. And that will take him to 2 under. The second 9 at St George's, Rich, starts with a short par 4. And the answer or question is, do they go and try and drive that ravine?
If they do, they might want to be careful and not miss it to the left. The left-hand side of the fairway, the plateau there, the ball will kick hard to the left and could find that bunker, leaving you about a 60, 70-yard bunker shot. No, thank you.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Ouch, that hurts. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Trailing by 4 strokes. The first of the back 9 par 5s is the 11th.
In this hole, we could call what, serpentine, maybe, Luke? Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. However, don't get bit and leave it short right in that bunker off the tee, because you will be rattled.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
Standing over his second shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Putting for an eagle. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Oh, this would be a good putt to make, and with it, a share of 3rd spot. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
That one's got into some heavy grass, I think. Time for the second shot at the 12th. I think he's caught that one quite nicely. That's inside the house of opportunity. This would be a great up and down from this spot. He's going to be happy about that one. What a good putt to make. And let's have another look at that one. And that performance will now take him to 3 under par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard,
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Yep, that shot safely on the green. This putt is about 17 feet long. Oh, he's given that one some wide berth. All good punters accelerate through the ball.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4. Well, he's got a chance to win this title. Will he stand up and deliver? This shot is about 140 yards out. He's 2 shots back. That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th and sets up a chance for birdie. 4 feet to the cup.
I really hope this one drops for him.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And he will move to 4 under par now. He's currently in 2nd place here.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Here we are at the par 5 15th. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Well, it's fair to say that fortune favours the brave, Rich.
Most definitely, and just being a shot back, Luke. Ooh, I'm liking how this is shaking out.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
It looks like it'll start straight and then break a little to the right.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
There is a significant amount of right to left on this putt.
Currently at -5 now for the event. As we head down the finishing stretch here, Rich, if you want to win a national championship, you've got to step up. First hole, the 16th, a very good par 3.
This is the most difficult par 3 on the golf course by a long shot. Stanley Thompson added some bunkers to the rear of this green just to make the golfers accountable for their distance control. That's just mean.
Oh, that was flushed. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. And that was a bit of a misfire. Second shot here on the 16th. Whew.
Nicely done. Good chip shot.
Just a short putt remaining here. He finds himself with a share of the lead. On the tee now, the par 4 17th hole. Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. From around 140 yards here. Outstanding approach shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Oh, that is a great birdie putt. And that will move him to 6 under par. The finishing hole at St George's Golf and Country Club, Rich, is a strong par 4.
It certainly is that. It was originally a par 5 as well. It's converted to a long par 4 to make it a little bit more challenging for the Canadian Open. Plays uphill all the way to a steep green. And the beauty of this hole, Luke, is the magnificent clubhouse in the background.
This one is right down the pipe. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber. He has this putt in front of him to finish with a clubhouse lead. Ooh. This is what's remaining for an impressive 64. And he's down there. You got to read.
You can be positive with this because it's up the hill and moving left to right.
And as he sinks that final putt, now he's got the clubhouse lead. But the nervous wait begins as the rest of the field finishes up. And Rich, you know what this is like, going back-to-back on the PGA Tour. How big is it?
It's a lot more mentally difficult than I think a lot of people understand. I'm very impressed with how this player held up the final 9 holes. Congratulations. Great finish.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back at Oakmont Country Club for the finale of this year's U.S. Open, where a winner will be crowned. Our final round coverage starts right now. Welcome, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group today, and John McCarthy is on the course as well. And Rich, this week Oakmont Country Club welcomes the 125th U.S. Open. What can the players expect from this layout?
Andrew, I've said this to many people before, but Oakmont Country Club is the one golf course in the United States, probably the world, that I would actually pay good money not to have to play again. I've competed in one U.S. Open here, and it was so brutal, I thought, I can't handle this. And I couldn't handle a lot of U.S. Opens, but this could be it. They actually slow the greens down from normal play. They slow them down. That's how much of a test this is. I have to say, it is beautiful now that they had all the trees removed for the most part. But when you have par threes that are 303 yards, no thank you. I'll take a pass.
No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Teeing off on the par 4 second.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge for their second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. Man, that was a good shot. And 10 feet left.
Now this is important. This for par.
Henny, how tough will this putt be?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
It starts off on a good line.
That one goes in. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. I like the looks of this. Really like that play. Now a good look at the hole.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he has broken the tie and has the outright lead. We've made our way to a par 5.
And the church pews once again down the left-hand side. Second shot completely blind to the green. If you can, lay it up to a high spot over on the left-hand side. Third shot goes straight downhill to a green that's receptive for all kinds of wedges.
Aggressive play on the par 5, and it pays off.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
John, what's he looking at with this putt?
I got a pretty good look at this just now. Looks like around 36 feet to the hole.
Looking great now.
Oh, that is a bomb.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And as we move things along, our featured player is up by 3 shots.
The high caliber architectural work here at Oakmont on full display here at the fifth.
Just a fairway metal long iron required off the tee. You want to avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side as best possible. Second shot down the hill to a Redan-style green that works from right to left and front to back. Big bunkers on the left-hand side you want no part of.
This putt is of 9 feet. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead.
This player is putting for fun.
The 6 here at Oakmont is a beautiful par 3, playing back up the hill.
mid to long iron required here to a green that looks so much smaller than it actually is. Not a whole lot of pin placements on this green. Find the center of the green and 2-putt and get out of there.
Putting for birdie here. Oh, he's going to like the look of this. Come on. Well, this one could make it all the way to the hole. Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Over to the par 4 7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
This one's going left to right.
So close to a birdie. All right, that one is behind us. As we move on to the next hole, the lead is at 4. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
Straight uphill the entire way. Great feature on the left-hand side there with all the gorse, the junk, all of that. You want to avoid that at all costs. Even hitting the bunkers right is fine. Second shot plays back uphill, back into this clubhouse to a really cool looking squared off green. The back third of it is the putting green.
Do we think that one will stay on the green? This has to drop to save par. Wow.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
That's a bogey on the scorecard, and you don't want to give the rest of the field any hope. Now to the finishing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
A tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
This one a good distance away. This one starting left. From that distance, that's a really solid job. Okay, this putt for par, trying to get out of here without any damage. Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 3. We start the back 9 here at the 10th hole.
Yeah, this fairway, you can get a couple of really strange bounces. You land it short of these bunkers here. It kicks hard to the right. You get it past it, though. Now it kicks hard left. Second shot plays down the hill to a green that tilts from right to left severely. This par 4 is super difficult.
I thought it was going to hang on, but nope.
That's a missed green.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Wow, I thought that was going in. Well, a big par save could mean a lot going forward.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
That was on a pretty good line, but does not get to the hole. He taps that one in for bogey. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard.
And 11 runs parallel, but back up the hill, Rich, and there's a trench that gets in the way of the tee.
If you can, you want to favor the left-hand side of this fairway as it's the flattest spot on this fairway. from there, you can make out most of the green, not all of it, as the screen runs pretty good from left to right and back to front. Still difficult to judge the amount of spin you can put on that second shot if you're trying to get it close.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie.
And that should secure the par on this one. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. The 12th at Oakmont is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards.
The shorter hitters have to worry about the bunkers on the right. The longer hitters, the one on the left, find the happy medium. And do you go for it? Let's find out. If you're laying it up, you want to find a good spot. I'm going to say anywhere from 85 to 100 yards out, because you want to be able to maximize your spin on this firm green.
And this from the greenside rough. A chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Okay, this one's going up the hill and moving to the left.
Looking pretty good.
And a relatively good putt from that distance.
A little too cautious on that effort there, Luke.
This is a par putt. And that putt will drop. Well done. The 13th is a cool par 3 that works its way back up the hill.
13. Not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why. This green is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and...
And there it goes from the sand. What an amazing shot. Let's take another look at that one.
This is how you perfectly execute a bunker shot. Very nice indeed.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. The 14th at Oakmont, Rich, has certainly evolved over the years.
It has, and not by design, but how players attack this hole. Conventional wisdom, take out long iron, find the center of the fairway, and wedge it on for your second. Give yourself a birdie opportunity. These days, though, the power hitters taking driver out, taking their chances, finding one of those many, many bunkers and getting it up and down from there. Either way you shake it, this is still a challenging par 4.
And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Good news is they give you ample room off this tee. Church-style pew bunkers down the left-hand side, fairway cambers from left to right. From there, though, you have a green that sits down below you, but also chases away from you. You can land it short and bounce it on there, but when the pin's all the way back, it forces you to go after it.
This is his 3rd. 4 shots clear of the field. Four feet to the cup.
Trying to save par here.
Putt goes in, 5 under par, and just a few holes left.
Seemingly an insurmountable lead with just 4 to play. Gotta like his position.
Getting set for the next hole, a quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-shot advantage for our leader. Here's the second at 16. On the green, but a long way away from the cup. Henny, how tricky is this one?
This one looks like it breaks hard left to right.
This is a good stroke. Man, that was close. All right, not bad from there. Okay, that's a bogey, and the lead diminishes. Now to 17, a par 4.
Players that lay up to the right-hand side want to make sure they find the fairway, the high spot on the right-hand side, but now they're coming into a green that chases away from them. So they're going to have to put a lot of spin on that golf ball. Players going for the green want to miss this green out on the left-hand side so they can use the length of the green to their advantage.
A look at the lie in the green side rough. Let's see if he can save par. As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader. Now to 18, the par 4.
This is a beautiful hole, and this golf course scares me, but this hole is beautiful. A ditch down the left-hand side, bunkers right, bunkers everywhere. Second shot for these players, straight back uphill, again to a uniquely designed green, almost in the shape of a square. 2 tiers, the front one and all the way in the back right. This truly is one of the hardest finishing holes in golf major championships.
This putt would give him the clubhouse lead. Come on. This putt for a round of 66. And that's how the round comes to an end with a par at the finishing hole. Well, Rich, you're one of the few who can relate to this player right now and what they're feeling winning their first major on the PGA Tour.
Andrew, I have to say, it's mind-blowing how everything changes in the span of seconds after you hole out that putt. Whirlwind, everything going on. I remember sitting there speaking to Scott Van Pelt when he was with ESPN and just giggling like, I won this thing, really? It was surreal.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beem, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon.